to become more fit.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
And you started jogging before it was cool.
Yeah.
You and Dr. Wright would go jogging.
Mm-hmm.
Several miles at a time is what it was. And I remember you'd go duck hunting with him too.
I killed the wood duck. This was great.
Yeah, the rare.
And it was almost dark when I shot the duck. And he says, "Did I have the duck?"
Yeah.
And he had it framed. He had it.
Yeah.
And I remember his wife too.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. I saw him about 10 years ago.
They had a cottage somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
His oldest son is a doctor, he's a physician in West Virginia. Isn't that amazing?
Is that right?
Yeah. The kids all went off to. He had 4 or 5 children, all of whom became physicians, except for my friend, who was a professor in Mesoamerican studies in Mexico. He's married to a Mexican woman. And he's my age, but the others are all physicians, and they're all living in remote locations, about as remote as Marquette.
Yeah.
West Virginia might be more remote than Marquette.
Yeah. Oh, there's a place up there called, the name is Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah.
Christmas, Michigan.
You all know Steve Harvey, the host of Family Feud, black guy, wrote this book. What was the book? Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. I bought it at a discount, but I haven't read it. I buy books for $1. But anyway, he's moving to Chicago, or already there. Steve Harvey's show is on in the afternoon, somewhere near that Oprah slot. And started a big ranch, I heard, in Texas to help young boys who have no fathers at home. But the reason I thought of him, he's from West Virginia, born in Welch, West Virginia. Never heard of that place, but.
Hey, Harriet, I've forgotten where you were born. What town?
Statesboro, Georgia.
That's right. I knew it was Georgia. I just couldn't remember which town.
Georgia Southern College.
I know.
Southern College.
I know.
It's now Georgia Southern University.
Is that below the gnat line, Harriet? I think it is. There's Daugherty County, which is below the gnat line.
That's funny.
There is.
Yeah, it's such a Daugherty County.
Yeah.
Did you know that I think I may have mentioned this one time. I took a course in Cobb County history one time, just because you have to take stuff when you're a teacher. And I discovered that the original settlers, the 5 or 6 families who were 10 or 12 families who were the original settlers of Cobb County, Georgia, where we're sitting, one of them was a Daugherty family.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I took this course, spelled the same way. There are many ways to spell your name, as you know.
Even more to pronounce it.
It's undoubtedly a family. You just don't know where they fit in exactly. Because our family, came in.
Odoatrtydoughty.
Well, no, the ones with our name came in to Baltimore right about 1800. Moved to Harrisonburg, Virginia. And then moved west over the mountains into West Virginia, one generation later, just before the war. Just before.
Yeah, 1862, West Virginia became the state.
Right. It was before the war they moved, but it was like in the 1850s. But there were lots of descendants, and so they would keep moving west and south. And
this is kind of a bad topic, but we forgot to mention it before. It's not about your siblings, Pat, so don't worry. You know Kay?
Yeah.
What do you know about her, really? She tried to hit Dale up for some money.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
He got real sentimental.
Yeah.
And I sort of suggested that he write her something at Christmas after her mother died.
Yeah.
And he did, and it was one of the most beautiful little paragraphs Dale has ever written about how his sister had loved him dearly all her life. And she has. She's been really, good at
Kay is Wilda's daughter, right?
Yeah, well,
right.
she wrote after Dale was sentimental in this note. About 2 weeks later, she wrote and said she had $2,000 worth of extra expenses even though her mother had paid for the funeral, prepaid her funeral, as if Gail is going to send her help in this, you know, like she just asked him for it, you know, anything. It looked to me like she knows she's never going to hear from Gail again, so why not try to get some? And it was really disappointing. I thought she was a nice, you know, person, all right. I mean, I don't know her, I've never met her, but this trying to weasel money out of somebody is not my, you know, I just wondered if you had any knowledge of her doing that in previous.
No, that's all news to me.
Yeah.
And I hear from her daughter once in a while. She has a daughter who lives in Columbus, which I think is where she is. And
She's an attorney, isn't she? Oh, listen.
yeah, she's admitted to the bar. She's trying to get a job in Chicago.
Also, Jerry,
She's a lawyer.
her younger brother, also is an attorney
I see.
in the family.
Well, Khaki Daugherty here is the first MBA in the family. Yeah. She is.
Well, let's replenish our tea and I'll pour the new water, fellas. MBAs and other types, yeah.
This is all good.
Okay, pick a new, pick a new one.
I'm fine, really. I'm just sipping on this, to tell you the truth. I'll take the existing one. You can fill me up.
Yep.
Good.
Exactly.
That's good.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Get those cameras out of the
And
way.
she's now getting another degree from Northwestern, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What would be that degree?
It's called predictive analytics. It's about using statistics and computers to forecast, make predictions on the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
It's fun. It's exciting.
Yeah. Statistics wasn't my favorite thing. You can take care of that. I like other math, but not so much statistics. But that's in your business line.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, that's you didn't want it, did you? I'm sorry. Let me put this down. So a new thing.
Oh no, it's quite strong, so this will actually be excellent. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's good though. You know, feel like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Well, they are delicious. You have to have a vice of some sort.
Sure.
There's worse vices to have.
They gave me some peanut butter in the hospital on some cookie. Like I bought some peanut butter, but it's kind of a dangerous thing. But maybe those won't hurt.
When you get around to eating the Frango mints, you'll love those.
Yes, they're similar.
For a little while.
Yeah.
They're delicious. One of my favorite things about Chicago. They'll melt in his mouth just like the peanut butter.
You want an open deal? Oh, okay. Are you happy with your others today?
Happy on
Okay.
So I'm getting back to this chronology. So we lived in